On the night, her party swept to crushing victory in European elections, and France's president triggered a political earthquake by dissolving parliament. Marine Le Pen, the long-time leader of National Rally, could not have been much clearer. Tonight's message, including the dissolution, is also addressed to the leaders in Brussels, she said. This great victory for patriotic movements is in alignment with the direction of history. We are ready to take power if the people so wish. Leaving the EU and the Eurozone no longer feature on RN's electoral manifesto. The last time they did, in the 2017 presidential elections, Emmanuel Macron handed the far-right party a defeat as humiliating as the one it dealt him this month. But 7 years on, the near certain victory of Le Pen's RN in snap general elections could prove nearly as damaging for the EU, posing existential questions about France's role and several constraining the bloc's capacity to get things done. In Europe, our arrival in office will mark France's return to European stage to defend its interests, Jordan Bardella, the party's president and likely prime minister if it wins an absolute majority, promised journalists this week. RN stood ready, he said, to negotiate exceptions to a number of EU rules for France, a founder member of the EU, its second biggest economy and half of the vital, if currently stalled, Franco-German engine that has powered it since its creation. All but one poll has so far suggested the far-right party is unlikely to win an outright majority of at least 289 deputies in the two-round election on 30th June and 7th of July, and Bardella has said he would only be prepared to form a government if it does. So, truth be told, the snap-up election that is going to take place in France on the 30th of June and 7th of July is going to be a game changer. If the far-rights win, this will give other far-rights party in Germany the desired motivation, the determination to do more for the far-right to win more in their various countries. And this will be a game changer in a whole lot of ways. Yes, and another thing is that the way it is going, the far right in France are really exploiting the loophole that the leftists has left all these years. It is the same in other European countries too. Because if all these years that the leftists has been in power, they have been creating more jobs, they have been building affordable flats, social flats, they have been passing policies that is making companies to increase salaries every year as cost of living is increasing every year. Maybe the far right will not be gaining the ground that they are gaining now in Europe. But since the leftists left that job undone, the far rights are exploiting it, and they are doing well in terms of convincing the third generations that they can do better, they can offer them better, far better than the leftists has been offering them all these years. And that is why you see the shift that is going on in Europe is ongoing. And if the far right in France wins this election on the 30th of June and 7th of July, it will mark a new beginning in France. It is going to be a historic win in France, and it's going to change a whole lot, not only in France but in Europe at large.